There is a number on your retirement statement so small you have never once stopped to read it. 1%. It looks like a rounding error. It isn't. Not a one-time charge. Not a penalty for cashing out early. Not a tax. A fee, 1% a year, and by the time you retire, it will have quietly taken almost a third of everything you saved. But the size of it was never the strange part. The strange part is that you will never see it leave. No bill ever arrives. No alert. No line on any statement you actually read. It is the most expensive number of your life, and it was engineered to be invisible. This is the math of how 1% becomes 30. And once you see where that money really goes, once you meet who has been collecting it, you will never look at your account the same way again. Every other bill in your life arrives. The rent, the card, the electric company. They show up with a number on them and a date, and they demand to be paid. You can see them, and because you can see them, you can argue with them, shop around, switch, walk away. This fee never arrives. There's nothing to pay because it is already gone before you ever touch it. Here is how it works. The fee isn't charged to your account. It is taken out of your returns before they ever reach you. Your money earns, say, 7% for the year. The fund quietly lifts its slice off the top and hands you back 6. You never notice the missing 1% because it was never in your hand to miss. You don't write a check. You just grow a little slower, every year, forever. And that is the first problem, because the fee you can see isn't the fee you actually pay. Open your plan, find your fund, and it will show you a number. Say, 0.35%. Looks harmless. What it doesn't show you is everything stacked underneath it. A marketing fee, a servicing fee, an administrative charge, a revenue sharing cut, layer on layer, each one small, each one skimmed from the same returns. Add them all up, and a saver who thinks she is paying 0.35 is often paying closer to 1%, nearly 3 times the number on the label. And across a typical plan, the all-in cost runs about 1.37%. So the number you were shown was never the real number, and the fee wasn't buried by accident. It was buried in the one place nobody ever looks. Inside a return you can't pull apart, in fractions, deducted daily from a total you never sit down to add up. You were never meant to find it. But a fee this small can't really change your life, can it? 1% a year sounds like nothing, so let's do the math the fund is hoping you never do. When they take that 1% this year, you don't just lose the 1%, you lose everything it would have earned next year, and the year after, and every year for the next 40. Each annual cut is a seed pulled out of the ground before it can grow, and then the harvest it would have produced is gone too, and the growth on that harvest, on and on, compounding in reverse. Your returns compound for you. The fee compounds against you. Same engine, opposite direction. And you don't have to take my word for it. Take the government's. The U.S. Department of Labor runs its own example, and by law, every plan has to put a version of it in front of you. Start with $25,000, 35 years until retirement, a 7% return. At 0.5% in fees, that money grows to $227,000. At 1.5%, it grows to just $163,000. That single 1% difference erased $64,000, 28% of the entire account, gone. And that is the government's own conservative number. Now, make it real. That example assumes you never add another dollar, which nobody does. So put an ordinary career on top of it. A 25-year-old saving $10,000 a year, earning 7%, paying just 1% in fees. Across a working life, that 1% quietly costs more than $590,000, over $500,000 for 1%. So sit with what just happened to the number. The fee was never 1% of your money. It was 28% of your retirement, and over a full career, far more. The same fee. 2 completely different truths. And only one of them is ever printed where you can see it, which leaves exactly one question. If that money left your account, where did it go? Money doesn't vanish, it moves. Your 28% didn't dissolve into thin air. It went somewhere specific, and it never once stopped growing. Picture 2 accounts. The first is yours, the one you log into, the one with your name on it. The second, you have never seen. Every year, the fee skimmed off your returns is quietly deposited into that second account. And here is the detail that should stop you cold. That second account earns the exact same return yours does, the same 7%. So the 1% you paid in your 20s didn't just sit there in a drawer. It has been compounding for 40 years under someone else's name. By the time you retire, that account doesn't just hold the fees you paid. It holds those fees, plus 4 decades of growth piled on top of them. And every cent of that growth was supposed to be yours. Who owns the second account? The people running the fund. And the man who built the world's first index fund did this exact math live on national television and turned it into one question that nobody on the other side could answer. Assume the market returns 7% over an investing lifetime. At 7%, a single dollar grows to about 30, but pay the industry-typical 2% in fees and that same dollar grows to about 10. 30 versus 10. Read that again. You put up 100% of the money. You carried 100% of the risk. And you walked away with roughly a third of the reward. The other 2/3 went to the second account, to a partner who put up nothing. $0 of capital, 0 risk, and who collected, in his words, the lion's share. And there is a second way to feel it, one that has nothing to do with dollars. Every extra 1/4% in fees pushes your retirement back by about a year. So the fee was never only taking your money, it was taking your time, handing you extra years at the desk to refill an account that a stranger had been quietly draining the entire time. So the 1% was never a fee. It was a partnership. You just never agreed to it. So here is where the whole thing collapses into a single picture. When you opened that retirement account, you believed you were the only investor in it. You weren't. There was always a second name on it. Silent, patient, completely invisible. It never put in a dollar. It never carried a day of risk. It simply took a small, automatic slice of everything you built, every single year, and let that slice compound for 40 years right beside yours. By the end, it owns a piece of your retirement about the size of a third of it, and measured against your gains alone, often the size of 2/3. And you never signed a single thing. So what is the 1% really? It depends entirely on which table you read it from. Read it off the brochure, and it is a fee. A rounding error, the harmless price of keeping the lights on. Read it off a compound interest table, and it is an equity stake in your life's work, handed to a stranger for free, growing quietly every year you don't look. The same 1%. The marketing department calls it a service. The math calls it a partner. You spent an entire career believing you were saving alone. You weren't. You just never met the other investor, the one whose account grew on every dollar of yours, who never risked a cent of their own, and who was counting on exactly one thing: that a number that small would never be worth your time to read. It was. The math never lies.